Well, we're back, but I'm not quite at the cabin yet. I'm at David Kiger's, and what I want to do is I brought some stepping stones that I'm going to put on those steps. So I'm just dropping them off right now. Set you up here and you can watch me do it. Well, that's a tiring way to get the day started. Now we're headed to the lodge. Well, I'm back up at the family lodge. It's Wednesday, the day after we mowed. Grass is looking nice. Blue skies, 70 degrees. I've come for one reason, and that's to work on the overflow. I dropped those blocks off for the steps. Open up everything. Ooh, cool in here, so let's open it up for the heat. Let there be light. And there was light. Morning, Mom and Dad. Go ahead and open up the pavilion. We'll take a quick look-see around, and then I'll start getting the stuff together for my work day over there in the pit, in the hole. You could tell the water was still backed up. It may have gone down a little, but not a lot. Poles are still in the water. These poles are still in the water. The pier is still up at a bad angle. Cannot see our buoy for our water inlet. The water's still up on the grass here. And you cannot see the tops of the limestone blocks. So it definitely needs to be lowered. This time we're going to try to do a little more scientific. So I'm going to turn you off while I get everything out of the car and get everything ready that I need to take over there. Okay, I'm back down here at the overflow. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see there's just a gentle stream going. That's why I need to dig this out. We need to get it down another, I'd say 4 to 6 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think you can, well, the first thing I did is I brought these stepping stones down. I got the first 2 in place. I'm going to place the other 3, and then I'll set back up and get down in the ditch and start working. Here I switched over to recording with a new camera that I dropped last week, and it appears that I've done something to the audio system in it, because I did not know that it was not recording. But what I've done is I've put out the first few stepping stones. I took a handsaw and cut some of the big roots, just trying to place them to where there's not too much tilt in them. Then I'm picking these up and throwing them down, and here you can see the quality control of that last one. That was just hard clay, and that stepping stone broke into about 10 pieces. So what I decided to do is take and put it down on the very last step, where it's probably going to be inundated with water at times. So if it disappears, no biggie. And then I spent my time trying to level out the pads underneath the pads, so that it was a little more stable. When I stepped on some of them, they were kind of unstable. I figure once we start getting rain, hopefully they'll set down in the rain, and hopefully this will provide a little protection from erosion. Here, I just took a few moments to look at the ditch, the trench, and decide what I wanted to do, then reset the last ones, the pieces on that last step. And then I walked back up and noticed there was still a little bit of unstableness, and tried to fix that third one. And then I got my tools together to head down into the trench and start digging a little deeper. Hopefully to let the water out a little faster and bring down the level to where we would have what I would consider a normal pool, which would be at the level of that concrete at the back of the trench. Okay, I'm down here at the back of the riffraff. I put in a pole with a string on it, and now I've got a pole here just behind the concrete. The concrete, to me, should be the standard pool height for the level of the lake when it's completely full. If I measure here, that string is 17 inches. So I'm going to walk up here. You would hope that this depth would be 17 inches. And it's 14, so even this end needs to go down about 3 inches. But I think you can see even on the here that that's much higher. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a string from this one out to one of those steel rods, and we're going to see how much I need to dig out of here, which I think is going to be about 6-7 inches to get the pool down to where it should be. Turn you back on when I get the string run. Okay, I've got the string run from there up to this pole, and you can see the bubble is just about centered. That back there, 13 inches. I had to remeasure, and it's actually 13 inches that it needs to be down from the line. You can see where the water is at least 12 inches higher than what it should be. And most of that is right in through there. So that's where I'm going to do most of the digging. So I'm going to set up the camera so I can not mess with it, and then start digging away.
Once I set the camera up, what I decided to do was start at the very back of the riffraff. There were a lot of rocks down in the riffraff, or in the trench, and I decided to try to take those out, deepen it, and then along the way you could see the channel's only about a foot wide here, so I decided to also widen this channel through here. And it's a hot day or a warm day, so I decided to sit on my butt and pull the rocks up from there. Plus it was a lot more stable than me trying to keep my balance without falling on my face. But almost every rock I started taking out, I could notice a definite difference in the amount of water that was starting to flow through. I was trying to go down at least 6 inches and trying to widen it maybe another 6 to 8 inches wider than what it started out as. You can see how much more of the water's flowing through here. And here I decided to take a break and rest myself.
Okay, I'm over my break. You can see how much the water's flowing down through there. Got a little obstruction right through here where some limbs, I'm going to cut those. I got one big rock right about there I want to get out, and then I think you can see there's a little bit of a falls right up there, so I'm going to get that also. I'll set you up back here by the concrete falls, and we'll start working again.
Okay, here I've decided I've done enough work and take my tools and throw them up on the hillside. I'm basically done, gone through the whole channel. Now I'm going to go back and just do some review. And of course I have to look down and think, hey, I need to get this one rock, and whoop, down goes Fraser. Yeah, about a foot of water there that I'm sitting in, nice and cool seat. And now I'm just going to get back up and come down, turn the camera off, and do a review.
Okay, let's walk through and see what I've done. First of all, I put these stepping stones down on the steps. Hopefully it helps the erosion some and leaves us an area that we can walk down to clean out the debris field. I've thrown some grass seed down for Dave. Hope he doesn't mind, but I thought we could get some grass started. It would help. Oh, it's a big step. Another big step. Oh, roots are filled from water from where I fell in. Hopefully we don't fall in again. So you can see I've deepened the channel through here, and may need to rearrange some of these rocks once the true level gets in. I think the water's dropped at least a ½ inch here at the start, but we'll go back and check it on the yard and see. But I may still have it too high here in the front to allow the water to get through. But there's a ton of water running through right now. Oh, I gotta bend down to grab a rock because I don't trust these rocks not to twist underneath me. Oh, that one did. Especially right through here. I replaced the bottom with some rocks, and yep, they're roly-poly. Oh, need to remember to grab my gloves as I come through. You can see there's a decent trickle when I got here. Now there's a good heavy stream. It's several inches deep. Rocks are so uneven. You can see the big curve that was through here. You can see how much water is still flowing over the top of this. There's at least 2 inches of flow. Oh. good flow coming in from the lake now. You can see just on the other side of that stake, right about in there, there's still some ripples, so I may still need to go deeper right through there. But this should lower it quite a bit, I hope. We got a good flow coming this way. The way it's backing up, I got the feeling it's starting to stop up somewhere. I'll turn the corner here, see if we can see anything. Yeah, the water's back up to those pipes. Wow, this is muddy. Have to grab a tree, pull my foot out. I still need to contact the county, see if we can get them down here to clean this out. There's a big dam down there. I'm not gonna go that far. I don't know if I can get over this log or not, and whether I want to. Yep, I might as well try. That is the sound of the suction under my boot. Yep, I caught one of them. Nubs on the log that's down. See if I can't break this dam up a little bit. Then it goes down in the water and starts forming a big ass dam. I'm almost over my boots. Any chance I can pick this up and move it to the side? Nope. if that's a briar or not. Yes, it is, I think. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I see the briars. Now they're sticking to me. Yes, that's a briar, and that's blood. This is the last one I'm going to try to clean. Get the flow a little better. Give me a good handhold here. You'd think these wild grapevines would break up when they die. All I need is to get far enough over here that I can. Yeah, we got some flow going. I don't know if you can see the flow, but it is going pretty hard now. This is the county ditch. And they should take responsibility because they dump all the water for about 300-400 acres into our lake from surrounding farm fields and farms. Well, there's anything I can do about this. I think we made a difference up here. Should be able to tell by those tailpipes or whatever that piping is. water in them. Oh yeah. You see the water's back off of that mud. You know, it's been a herky-jerky ride, but at least I haven't fallen in the water again. This clay that's at the bottom where the stream is, it's got a lot of rock in it, but off to the sides, this is clay, and it grabs your feet. Boy, now let's do the water coming out. That is a lot of water. I think I did do some good cleaning that up down that way. Now this is the flow we should get if we're 5 to 6 inches high. Now this is the channel I rearranged by taking rocks out, trying to make it deeper. As I said, we may have to readjust this. Oh, especially up here. Yeah, these rocks that I replaced. They want to spin on me. See where I fell on my butt. I definitely think the water's gone down a half an inch or so, but we'll get back over to the lodge and see for sure. There we go. What a beautiful day. I want to turn you off for the trip back. Okay, I put everything up. I'm ready to head out. Let's take a look around, see if I made any difference. I think the water looks a little lower, but it's still on these, around most of these stakes. And that one right there, I think it's gone down a little. Not a whole lot, but some. A couple of these stakes that are out of the water now. So hopefully with the flow over the next 2 days before we get any more rain, we'll get it back down to a more normal level. Well, that's all I did was spend about 3 hours over there adjusting the depth of the channel. One other thing I did is the retiree ran into a bunch of mole tracks back here behind the bathroom. So I took some mole pellets, shoved them down into the hole. Hopefully that ends the adventures of this mole field back here. There were quite a few. I didn't realize it was so bad, but she complained about it, so that's the first thing I did. I've changed clothes since I was soaking wet from falling in the water to when I did it Sunday. The channel was only about 3 inches deep, so I only fell in about 3 inches of water. I had it down to about a foot deep this time. So I got a lot more soaked. I got the front locked up. Let there be no light. There's no light. Let's lock the door. Let the stink bug out. Turned out to be a beautiful day. I would say it's probably around 78, 76 to 78. High clouds, but plenty of sunshine getting through. So I don't know when the next time I need to get the water system started, and I need to get the windows started. So until the next time, take care of yourself. Stay safe.